look at the insane comment that Trump made in that presser where he said basically everything's a hoax. This one. Dude, what are we even doing anymore, bro? This is one of the most unhinged things I think I've ever seen in my life.
The Attorney General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on that.
What? On the
DOJ and FBI
on what?
review.
On what subject?
Epstein.
Okay.
On Epstein, of the review of the files. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you, what did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well. And it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
So he says Comey and Biden. First off, did James Comey was he ever even in the picture when the Epstein shit resurfaced in 2019? James Comey was long gone by 2019. Okay, how does Comey have anything to do with it? And Biden had nothing to do with the FBI. Christopher Wray had it. Okay. Obama had been out of office for 3 years, right? So this shit is like so over the moon. Obama. It's Comey, Bamna, Biden. Oh my, Biden, Comey. Dude, that shit is fucking insane, bro. I love what it says here, right here. In an insane moment, Trump repeats the bizarre lie that President Obama and James Comey created the Epstein files that he promised his voters he would reveal. Files that Bondi recently said do not exist. So, to recap, there were a whole bunch of files in 2019 when Epstein got rearrested. All right? The FBI had this shit while Trump was president. Okay? His FBI director, Christopher Wray, had these files. Epstein ends up dead. There were enough files to convict Ghislaine Maxwell and put her in prison for 20 years. There was enough of that. Then they campaign on Epstein. These files, we're going to release them. We're going to uncover this. It was huge. Trump retweeted things implying that it was the Clintons that had killed Jeffrey Epstein. You remember that? When him and all the other right-wingers, they actually fucking implied that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton killed Epstein to protect Bill. You remember that? And then Biden wins the election. For years, they talk about it. Bongino, Kash Patel. They're like, you know what? This is a conspiracy. Epstein was murdered. It was the Clintons. It's all the Democrats. It's Bill Gates. It's Hollywood. It's the pedo ring. Yada, yada, yada. Now Trump says we're releasing it all. They get in there. Pam Bondi says we have it on our desk. Bongino and Kash Patel, we got the files. We're going through this shit. Then Pam Bondi says, you know what? This stuff doesn't exist. There is no list. There's no files. I don't know. There's just a bunch of CSAM, right? And then Trump says, oh, they do exist. But Obama created this. And James Comey and Joe Biden. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Let's just unpack this for a second and look at what we've got going on. Because one, Democrats voted in committee to bring this thing Epstein to a vote. And it lost, right? Virginia Fox, they kiboshed it. Now, there was a vote in the House. So 211 House Republicans vote to block the release of the Epstein file. Now, what's crazy about this is they voted to block this, but simultaneously you have MAGA Mike Johnson going on Benny Johnson's show saying, oh, we got to release this shit.
I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent in this. Look, Reagan used to tell us, We should trust the American people. I believe in that principle. I know President Trump does as well, and I trust him. I mean, he put together a team of his choosing, and they're doing a great job. It's a very delicate subject, but we should put everything out there and let the people decide it.
But you may notice what they're doing. They're trying to bring Ghislaine Maxwell in there to put her in front of Congress so she can say Trump didn't do anything. This had nothing to do with Trump, right? They're trying to use Ghislaine Maxwell to exonerate Trump. They are trying to release the Epstein Files in a way that will protect Trump. Okay? It is so dirty. Dude, this shit is so dirty. I think Ghislaine would probably protect Trump and hoping that his DOJ and the Supreme Court would give her some favorable victory on an appeal, right? I mean, she's far more likely, I think, now to do something that absolutely like protects and caters to Trump. I don't think they should put her on the stand. I think putting her in front of Congress, she's a convicted sex trafficker who's on appeal. She's the most unreliable person. Who knows what she's going to say? And who knows what she's going to say that's fucking true? Like, there's no fucking way, bro, that is the worst. That is the worst of the worst. But it gets crazier, okay? Because we have Lauren Boebert, who then takes it upon herself to start calling for a special counsel. And you know who she wants to lead the special counsel? Matt Gaetz. So she wants the Epstein Files to have a, teen rapist and sexual predator and trafficker Matt Gaetz to be the special counsel. Dude, how do these people take this serious? Now you'll notice though, look at Benny Johnson. He put a suit on. He did his hair up all nice. Benny Johnson is going point man on this of laundering this for Trump. You may have noticed Benny is the point man. He had media day to spin this. Charlie Kirk got his marching orders and said, I'm not even talking about Epstein. I wonder if Charlie Kirk's like, you know what? I'm just not going to launder this. But Benny Johnson is now the willing laundry doer for Trump's sex predator nature.
So Judicial Committee hearing, that would be most likely the committee where a Ghislaine Maxwell would testify. Would you be in favor of that?
Absolutely. Yes. Of course, we want answers. No one is satisfied with what has been received or lack thereof. No one is satisfied with the rollout of this. Of course, we've heard that Dan Bongino is not satisfied with the rollout of this either. And, I think you hear time and time again what an honorable stand-up man Dan Bongino is. President Trump, he obviously thinks highly of Attorney General Pam Bondi. I don't know her personally, but I know Dan. And he's a wonderful man, and I have no reason to doubt him. And I think moving forward, we need a special counsel. That has got to happen. There has to be a special investigation into this if we aren't going to be provided information. Now, there's a lot of things that Attorney General Pam Bondi is doing well. Of course, President Trump is doing many things well. The FBI is doing a great job. Our Department of Homeland Security is, this mass deportation machine on steroids, and now they have the funding to go after it even more. But this is something, I hope it doesn't become a false idol to Republicans where we just lose sight of everything else. But that doesn't mean we don't want answers. There are plenty of good things to focus on and still more that we need to do to really get through the next 4 years and hopefully the next 8 years in a Republican majority, God help us, God willing. And so this is certainly important, and I want answers. And maybe that takes that special counsel to do so. Maybe Matt Gaetz can lead the special counsel.
Would you vote in favor of that?
Absolutely. Yes. Matt spoke highly of Pam Bondi and saying, that she's the best attorney.
How do they sit there knowing that Matt Gaetz was having sex with teenage girls and had to resign from Congress because that report was going to come out in disgrace? And they actually suggest him. Dude, these are the Christians. Boss, with Christians like these, who needs Satanism, right? You know what I mean? Dude, with Christians like these, who needs Satan? We don't even need Satan. Now, I got to say, dude, Lauren Boebert, she looks like shit, bro. I mean, there was a while there where, she looked like she was like taking good care of herself, but dude, she does not look good. I don't know if it's the xenophobia or if it's like the stench of Kid Rock, but something is wearing on this woman, dude. She looks like she's going downhill fast.
General that President Trump has had. But yeah, Matt Gaetz as a special counsel, absolutely.
Matt Gaetz as a special counsel. Lord have mercy. And the Christians, the evangelical Christians in our government, want sex pred to handle the special counsel of sex pred. Dude, her wig is atrocious. Is that a wig? Dude, I don't think it's a wig, man. I think she went in and said, give me the Howard Stern. That's what she did. She went into the beauty parlor and said, can I have the Howard Stern, please? Dude, I shit you not. She absolutely has the Howard Stern, bro. There it is, dude. As soon as I saw it, I was like, my God, she could play, if they had a Beetlejuice, like with Howard Stern in it, she could play Howard Stern while she's getting fondled. Oh, shit. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's good, dude. That is fucking, there it is. Bobby. We love you, Bobby. Dude, actually, I think Howard Stern's hair looks better, dude. Dude, he looks better. He does, dude. If I had to choose between spending the night with Howard Stern or Lauren Boebert, I think I would choose Howie. And I mean, that's as a straight man too, dude. I still feel like he's got more to offer. I mean, while we're here, I probably should bring up the meme that I shared on Twitter today, which was this meme right here, where it's like, MAGA is at a crossroads. Do we admit the liberals were right, or do we support a child molester? And as I said, this isn't just MAGA. This is like every Christian eventually ends up at this crossroad, right? I mean, it does apply to MAGA, but literally every single Christian in America at one point in their life will stand at this crossroad. Guaranteed. You cannot have Christianity without eventually hitting this crossroad. It's literally just hardwired into that belief system. It's pretty sad. It's pretty frightening owning the libs. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know what is Christ-like anymore. I'm actually at a loss. So Trump, though, did on the tarmac said this.
Urge people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story?
I don't
and so
understand.
upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
Yeah, sorry, but 1,000 teenagers getting raped by you motherfuckers ain't boring. And I did see what you say there that she offered, but I'm not buying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that she offered the minute Democrats asked for this thing. Okay, look at what took place. Look at the timing. Trump buries it. They say the files don't exist. They do exist. He's saying Obama made it up. Then the Democrats go on this offensive of like, we want to release the files. And then immediately after that, the Maxwells start talking up, oh, Ghislaine wants to come and clear the air. The timing of that is like really suspicious. And all the Republicans are like, yeah, we want to get Ghislaine in front of Congress. So I know that she offered to release this, but I feel like there's something about this that is not, it feels like weirdly astroturfed because she's in the middle of a fucking appeal right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, so this is just really fucking weird, the timing of it. And I believe she is angling to like get Trump off and then guarantee herself some, commuting of her sentence or whatever. There's something going on with that. Like I want a complete release of all the files, but I do not want her doing a congressional thing at all. Right? The sex trafficker, convicted sex trafficker. Why are we taking her word? That would be like having Matt Gaetz testify on behalf of Donald Trump. Like, no thanks, man. I don't want to hear from fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't want to hear her take because we know it's not going to be truthful. She has no reason to be truthful right now. None. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, they are not trustworthy at all. They're not. And her father is an intelligence agent. Like that whole thing, like fuck that whole family, bro. They're all liars. They stink to high heaven, man. There's nothing about that should see the light of day.
And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
Mr. President, a question on AI.
So there you go. Anything that's credible. They're setting this up, guys. They're setting this up to create a public content dump that will exonerate Trump. That is the only thing that this is about, okay? Yeah, she could have spoken up in her trial. She didn't. She buried it. Like, she absolutely needs to stay silent. If she gets out there, it is going to be fucking toxic.
Advice for Pam Bondi is what? Very quickly.
Take the ball and run with it. People want to see accountability. There have been a lot of investigations. The deep state has been exposed thanks to Radcliffe and Cash.
Oh, the deep state. Dude, who is the deep state now? There's still deep state? What is it? What is Pam Bondi, the deep state? Like, I'm confused. They've gutted every agency. There's nobody left in government but the Trump loyalists. And now they're still talking about the deep state? Bro.
Patel, let's start prosecuting these people. Let's set some examples out of some people.
Dude, I got to comment on this, bro. Dude, fucking A, bro. Dude, it's like the custodian. The custodian's girlfriend is the new deep state, bro. Dude. Oh, shit. All right. So, yeah. So that's where we're at, guys. We are deep in it. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.